What's going on, guys? Thank you for showing interest in joining my trading community. Okay. So, first, I'm going to give you a brief story about me and I will talk about the group and how this could also benefit you as a trader. So, my name is Sakeem Bradley. I've been trading for over 10 years, very long time. So, probably just like you, I've been learning so much on YouTube. I've been paying for nonstop courses, paying for mentorships, and there's nothing wrong with that. But from my experience and for the thousands of traders that I teached for over the years was pretty relatable, where I was never able to find an edge, right? I never really understood why the markets were moving. So in the beginning of my trading years, I just kept blowing accounts. I kept going through signals. I went through technical courses and I caught myself taking a break, right? Because at that time, I was probably making 600 every 2 weeks or yeah, like around that. Crazy. And I kept blowing through capital and I just took a break and I had to realize to myself, okay, what actually moved the markets, right? That was the number one question I had to ask myself. Why does currencies move? What causes it to get stronger? What causes it to get weaker? And this is where I got into fundamentals. This is where I started understanding like, oh wow, there's central banks, economic data, news headlines. It was a completely different world for me. But when I first started learning it, not a lot of people was giving out that information. So I had to go deeper into YouTube. I had to pay attention to books, everything regarding central banks, interest rates, inflation, right? I had to understand central bank members for all of the countries, right? For the Bank of England, for the ECB, I had the European Union, the Federal Reserve, and understand what do they pay attention to in order to make their decisions on rates, right? If rates is increasing or lowering, that would give me an edge to trade. So once I started digging deeper into that, that's when I started figuring out about risk sentiment, right? About risk on, risk off markets. And then I was starting to actually piece everything together. But the beauty of it was I fell in love with learning about this craft. And I fell in love with being right. And the joy of when a move actually happened, I could literally explain why. Other than if a move happened, all I could say if I was just a technical trader at the time, oh, it just broke structure or I'm just following this pattern. To me, that felt like gambling, right? Because it was always 50-50. But what helped me started being more consistent was waiting for those reasons on top of the technicals. And just to show you that you could be a really good technical trader too. There's a lot of good technical traders out there. And even if you're profitable, this learning fundamentals is something that you should add into your repertoire because you want to be a master in your craft. You want to know everything about the currency, the equity markets you're trading, that that gold pair you're trading. You want to know everything about it, not just be one-sided. What I used to tell myself is it's not like a sport, right? Basketball players, you want to be great, but you're only focusing on offense and not on defense, right? You're not going to be great if you're just one-sided. You have to be good in the defensive side and then you have to be great in the offensive side, right? So the same thing comes to trading. I never wanted to be one-sided. I want to know everything about technicals and fundamentals. So I get this question a lot. Is this for technical traders too? Is this group for profitable traders as well? And also, if it is it for beginners? My private group is for everybody. The reason why I picked the name Shavir Zenith Capital is because when you see that name, you're gonna oh what does that mean? It stands for the greatest of all time, the GOAT, right? I know if you're French, it stands for GOAT. Zenith is the highest peak. So when you join this community, I want you to step into your greatness as a trader, that you're going to be a professional. You're going to try to be the best that you can be. So that's the whole purpose of why I have this community is because I want to be involved and around great traders that just not just want to improve in trading, but also in their personal life. So I'm going to just show you guys everything that's in the Discord. So when you join, you're not going to be overwhelmed because I understand that in the group, there it's a lot, right? It's a lot of tabs, but I promise you, each tab has its purpose, and the more that you're here, you're going to be able to understand it. So this video here is going to be in a welcomes tab. So you just go through it, and then you're going to be able, I'm going to break everything down for you. So when you join the group, right, you could just see this is the trading schedule. So trading sessions is Monday through Friday. London is at 3 a.m. Everything is Eastern time. New York session 8 a.m. Asian session is usually the market updates. Okay, so that's what everything is in Eastern time. When you join, one of the first things I want you to do is go through, because you get access to the course, the fundamentals course. So I want you to click here for fundamentals and technicals and actually download the fundamentals course as it's included into the membership, because you don't want to just join the group and just start joining the live calls and you're like, hey, I don't understand anything. It's normal. A lot of people join, you're learning something new. It's going to take time for you to actually get good, right? So it's all dependent on if you take it seriously or not, if you go through the course so that you can understand the language. Because when I'm trading economic data, most of the time it's not going to make sense. But if you go through the course, you go through the educational videos, because in there I talk about trading economic data. So when you start joining the live calls, it will start making sense little by little. And I just recommend for you guys, ask questions. Okay, ask as many questions as you can. Right here below that is charts. So these are the my chart layouts, because I like to look at the markets as a whole. I don't just always focus on just one particular pair. I like to look at the markets as a whole so I could understand risk sentiment. You guys don't have to follow, but if you do, this right here, what I recommend is the currency chart. I do recommend everybody get this one right here, the currency chart. News data, these are like all the important links. If you want to be up to date with news headlines, I put that there for you guys. And let me just go down to Sakim market update. So this is me. So when you first start off the week, every Sunday, I'm gonna update the week ahead. So we have an actual trading plan for what we're gonna focus on pretty much for the week. What is the most important economic data, right? Throughout the day. So every day you know what to expect. So it's not going to be a surprise. So every Sunday, I do a prep for you guys just so that you're just aware. So you know what to expect coming up, and also breaking down what happened last week. So you're always up to date with news headlines, economic data, fundamentals throughout the day. So you're not lost. If you're looking at a pair, you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I have everything broken down for you. Right. And pretty much we got the holidays here, all like the Federal Reserve blackout and rate decisions. So all of that is up here in the week ahead as well. Now going under that is the market updates tab. This is what where I recommend you guys definitely focus on, because this is where I do my market updates. So I go over everything regarding trade ideas, news headlines that's important. I go over the market updates is like every Asian session. It's all going to be here, and I have a video with trade ideas. So I give you guys updates on. You see right here, the trade ideas is all there, important news links to focus on. So everything that's important for that session, I put it in the market updates and I give my feedback. And plus I give you guys like little cheat sheets for the rate decisions. I have it in a separate tab as well, and updates and like the economic data. So when it comes out, you're able to put it in your journal. So the news events prep is the same thing. It's like when there's an important event, and I want to just give you guys a cheat sheet so that you're able to, if you want to trade live with me or follow along, at least you understand how to take advantage of that news event, right? I give you a dovish outlook, what to look out for, a hawkish outlook also, so you're able to capitalize on those tradable opportunities. Below that is the Zoom link. So every time there's a live session, this is where the links is going to be, is right here. So every time I post that link, you're going to get that at symbol. So you're going to see it. And then right below that, the live sessions is where I upload all the live sessions, all the recordings. Every session that I do is all recorded ever since I started the group. So I have a lot new tabs here as well. But The Empire Analysis, I need to change that because we changed the name. But the announcements tab, so every time I have something important, I'm gonna put this here, the announcements tab. Like if I have a family, if I got to do something with my kids, I can't do a session, or if there's something important I want you guys to pay attention to, it's gonna be an announcements tab. Below that is banter, just to chop it up, just random talk that's there. It's up to you if you want to be active or not, but we have a very, very good community that's very active with one another. Then I have the profits and wins tab is right here. So this is where you see everybody like to share their wins. Uh, you could just scroll up forever. You could just see like how profitable a lot of these people are, taking withdrawals, passing challenges. Everything is all here. Below that is lessons learned. So if you are, I like the lessons learned tab because I want you guys to be vulnerable about yourself so you could get better. I want you to write what are you what did you struggle with for that day, so that you could understand it. You note it down, right, and then you're able to fix it. Like you can see right here, FOMO. I wasn't focusing on the risk off market. FOMO didn't stick to the plan, right? So now you have lessons learned, so you can move forward from that. I really love that. Empire Challenge. So I'm gonna get yeah. I'll talk about the challenge now. Yeah. So below here is the Shavir challenge section. So with our challenge, when you join the group, I want you guys to watch the challenge video, and then I want you guys to be active, right? Because I want us to be successful traders, but I also want us to be successful in our personal life. So having a fitness goal, meal prepping goal, family time goal, reading books, right? Uh, I want you to talk about your what is something new that you're learning. Like people is like learning other languages. So this is what we all doing as a group to improve ourselves in our personal lives and as traders. So this is the part of the challenge that we're going on that I want you guys to participate in. Now the fun stuff is like we have a equities only chat. So if you like to only trade equities, right, you're able to come here, and this is strictly for equities only, like the stock pair, like US 30, Nasdaq, S&P, UK 100, anything like that. This is for that tab. We have a gold only chat if for traders that like to trade gold. So this is where people only talk about trade ideas or focusing on gold. Everything is just right here in this chat. You can see like everybody's extremely active. We have the currency pairs. So if you're just focusing on dollar, Euro USD, GBP JPY, this is going to be the tab for that there. We got crypto only. So we got crypto traders as well. So we have a tab for that. And then also stocks only. So if you're trading stocks, we got the earnings coming out for it. So you're updated in stocks as well. Now coming down to economic data and news. So I'm starting a new week, but I put the economic calendar here. So you're understanding about all the economic data events that is coming up. So nothing is going to be a surprise to you. I update this every week. And this is the news feed. So the news feed, you're going to get all the headlines, news headlines. Like right now, you can see for over the weekend, we got Iran, we have Trump, we got U.S. China, U.S. and China about the trade talks, Pakistan. So you're going to get all the news headlines in the Discord. So you're going to have access to news 24/7, which is great. And then I have the PIQ news feed. So I love this as well because like both of them show economic data. When the data comes out, you're going to get that as well. PIQ is there too, but you also get like a little article. If you want to read it and see what they say about that, you could read the article as well. So you're updated with news 24/7. Below that, I have central bank tabs. So I talk about gold. So I give you guys the idea to what to pay attention to for a bullish outcome and bearish outcome. So I give you ideas of what to pay attention to from a fundamental perspective. And I do that to all the central banks, like this, the Federal Reserve, what to look for a bullish dollar, right? About good growth, strong economic data, stuff like that, and bearish outcome. And I do that to all the central banks tabs, like the Bank of England. You could just see that there. I give a description about the central bank, what to focus on, and then also what to pay attention to in order to get a trade if you're bullish or bearish. So right here is the live stream. It's not live now, but when I am live, I just give you guys an example. I come and I share my screen, so you're able, like, so right here, you're able to get the Reuters news, and then I also give you more PIQ news here, and then plus you get like a live stream of some. Usually I have Bloomberg or CNBC, So you're able to watch news headlines as it comes out and get updates 24/7. So this is live all day, every day, which is a bonus to the group as well. So being active with news is very key. And then one of my favorites is every Sunday I do Core 4. So when you join Core 4, you could just watch this video. What is Core 4? So you could get an idea about the Core 4 calls. So what I like to go over is family, trading, personal development, and self-reassurance, self-awareness, right? So family is like when I do a call on a Sunday, it's about how to become a better family person. What could we do to uplift our family, right? I like the Sunday calls because the markets is not open and it's a really good day to go over personal development. So that's what the Core 4 is. Trading, this is where I go over, just the markets or anything like that in that perspective. Personal development is this is where you can see the challenge right here is a personal development, and you can watch this video. But the personal development tab, it's just mental self discipline, right? A lot of us need that self discipline. And this is why I love doing those calls on Sunday. Self reassurance. A lot of us is very hard on ourselves. So doing the self reassurance call is for that. But this is going to be like every Sunday. Okay, guys. So thank you for being here. Hopefully this is a good update. And if you guys need any more, do not hesitate to reach out. Right. And just to end it there, if you haven't known, when you join the group, you have 5 options as well. So you're able to, join for 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Everything is here. If you want to play with crypto, you're able to do that there as well. So hopefully this was a good video, guys. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. And yeah, let's start together. Just understand that don't rush the process, right? One of the things that I need to tell you guys too is if you're not active, if you don't watch the course, if you're not active in the group, you don't ask questions, of course it's going to be hard. One of the things I need you to do is when you join is to get uncomfortable, right? And start asking questions, actually take trading seriously. And I'm telling you, probably within a month or two, you will get better. You will start to understand more. But this is not a signal group. This is not a signal group. So signal groups never helped me. And a lot of people that are trading successfully, it's because they actually took the time and taken their trading extremely seriously. If you study, you focus on the markets, you ask questions, you use proper risk management, you go over the course, you start showing up every single day, you will improve. But if you're expecting me to hold your hand through this, that's where it's not going to work, because this is not a signal group. This is a group where I do help you, but you can follow my trades if you like over the live calls. You have to follow the market updates, follow my trade ideas, put the alerts there, and then you're going to see how successful you are beginning, because when you start winning trades, you're going to start understanding why you won that trade. And that's the goal here, okay? So right now, this group is for you to level up. Now, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, guys.